The mountains watch once more. The leagues poles apart face off. Bottom placed Dibang United FC take on table toppers Capital Complex FC. It's a clash of determination versus domination, of pride versus momentum, where every touch could shape more than just points. This is match number 28, live from the Golden Jubilee Outdoor Stadium, UPA. It's top versus bottom tonight. Capital Complex sit proudly at the summit, unbeaten with 5 wins in 5, a perfect record so far. And at the other end, Dibang United find themselves rooted to the foot of the table, yet to test victory. A clash that reflects the extremes of the INL standings, but football, as always, writes its own stories. Dibang United FC's season has been a rough ride. Winless so far, they've shown flashes of intent but lacked the cutting edge to turn performances into points. Defensive lapses at crucial moments have cost them dearly, and their attack has struggled to capitalize on limited chances. Yet, what stands out is their fight. A team that refuses to fold despite setbacks. Tonight could be their chance to finally turn grit into glory and prove they belong at this level. Lovely scenes here at the Golden Jubilee Stadium. It's a clear sky, perfect conditions for the game of football, perfect conditions for Capital Complex have been the team to beat this season. And the late afternoon sun spills gently across the pitch as the players emerge, shadows stretching long behind them. Dibang United walk out determined to rewrite their story, while Capital Complex they stride with the air of champions, unbeaten and unshaken. The stands hum with anticipation. It's not just another game, it's a meeting of persistence and perfection under the warm Arunachal skies. 5 wins in a row, sitting comfortably at the top of the table. Capital Complex, ruthless in attack, disciplined at the back, and tactically well drilled. They've set the benchmark for consistency in the INL 25. Their ability to control games and strike at decisive moments has been their biggest strength as they face Dibang United tonight. It's not just about extending the streak, it's about reaffirming their dominance and maintaining their grip on the summit. The captains, they exchange a brief moment of calm before the contest begins, a friendly handshake, and the referees in charge is Karba Kambu, supported by Diana Teng and Senimida, and Sangam Kayang is the fourth official. It's toss time now, but we'll have a look at the lineups and how Rocky Romching shaped his team tonight. It's a 4-3-3, and he's made three changes from the United Kurung FC game as Nalik Gamno starts at right back. And a change in goal as well with John Dye starting in between the sticks. Brea is on the bench, so as Kelly Pine. Now Simpo also on the bench. And keeper Bharat, it's an unchanged lineup from him. The Capital Complex, they continue with their 4-2-3-1 and will look to get the job done here. Both the teams then come together for the traditional photograph. Faces of focus, pride, and quiet belief frozen in a single frame. The Capital Complex have been unstoppable this season. 16 goals scored, 3 clean sheets, and an unbeaten record in 5 games. And their attacking fluidity and defensive discipline make them the benchmark of the league. While the Bang United FC have struggled to find consistency, just 3 goals scored and 9 conceded. While they have shown glimpses of fight and resilience, the scoreboard tells the story of a team still searching for momentum. Tonight is the perfect stage to see whether form and confidence prevail or if passion and determination can bridge the gap. Voices rise, arms lock, and every player draws strength from the team huddle. One last roar of unity before the battle begins. Capital Complex up against Dibang United. It's top versus bottom in the INL 25-26, and Dibang United, they take a deep breath, aware that every pass and every run and every tackle will define their night. And across the field, Capital Complex exude calm authority. Their players like to scan, calculate, and always ready to impose their rhythm. The crowd leans in, sensing the story that's about to unfold, a contest of extremes where ambition meet dominance. Soon the whistle signals the start, and the first chapter of this encounter will be written in real time. Keeper Bharat continues with his 4-2-3-1 trusted formation. No changes from the Subansiri game. Tao Tapu Akashkino, Techi Tatra, and Jenko Gadi. Is the back four, cushioned by Takio Tadapan, Hage Sarbo ahead of them. The number 5 who scored the winning goal from a long ranger. Nolik Tying is the creative force. Meanwhile, the first attempt on goal from Dibang, a collection from Jagom Loi. Rahul Singpo starts up front, as usual, spearheading the Capital Complex's front line, aided by Dorji Sewang and Vivek Guru. Meanwhile, the flag stayed down, went up, took his time, the system. Rahul Singpo was through on goal. The Dibang United defense line just laid a offside trap. Rocky Ramching has gone with the 4-3-3. Meto is leading the line. A change in defense as well, with Nalik Gamno getting a start at right back. No Kelly Pine tonight. And John Dye also starts in goal. Rahul. Oh, that's well, good defended. Inao Shingpo started at left back in the last game. Not part of this starting lineup. Rocky Ramching just radiates intensity. Hands gesturing, voice cutting, urging his players to fight for every ball and seize the moment. And every glance and every instruction is a call to defy the odds. It's been a fresh start for Dibang. Here comes Capital Complex. He's onside. Good save from the keeper. Once more, the offside flag went up. And the officials took their time in making the decision. Just a few seconds late. And that's how they're going to play Dibang United. With a very high back line. And the flag, the ball eventually, the circumference crossed the line. Going to be a throw in for Capital Complex. Here's Hage Sarbo. Tatra, it's a giveaway. Could be trouble. Blinson Basumata inside the box, and Blinston rattles the gridwork. What a start from Dibang. Blinson Basumata. No one closed him down. Had a clear shy at goal. Clips the top of the bar. Capital Complex can't drop their guard. Just looking slightly rusty in the first 5 minutes. Meto, energetic. A cushion provided by Tautapu. Capital Complex looking to reboot. Sarbo. They plays it into the feet of Olik Thai. Scored 3 goals this season. Vivek Gurung is on 4. The side's top goal scorer. Tatra. Over the top. Rahul Shingpo. Challenged by Irshad. Rahul is clearly on. There's a man in the middle. The cross is slightly deflected in. Now they're applying the pressure. Capital Complex. Sarbo into the gap. Cross comes in. It's back into the area. Straight at John Dye. And that was much better from the league leaders. Deepak Bharat and his side just embodies calm position with measured gestures and focused eyes. Statman once more. Benson across the face of goal. A couple of times he's made those darting runs inside the box. He's caused some problems for Capital Complex from the right hand side. The attacker from Assam is clear on goal. Will be the first for Capital Complex. Vivek Guru. Took nearly 8 minutes for the leaders to open the scoring against Dibang United. Vivek Guru scores his 5th goal of the competition. Dibang United FC 0, Capital Complex FC 1. This time breaching the offside trap. Perfectly timed run. Got the better of the keeper John Dye and made it 1-0. There it is. The attacker getting there first. Beats the keeper. Defender on the line. Flat foots him. Shown so much confidence in front of goal. Vivek sells one dummy to the man on the line. Another chance, another goal. Poor defending from Dibang. A double for Vivek Guru. Number 18 for Capital Complex. What a start. They have their foot on the pedal now. They've turned on the heat. Look at that, a clever ball in. Those two in blue, Irshad and Tayo, caught ball watching. Just held their movement. Still couldn't prevent the ball from going in. Now the plan to flag him off didn't work. Very Gurung made a very clever run from behind. Irshad and Kondo Tayu must not have expected that. And that's a foul given. 2 goals within the first 10 minutes. Injury to Nalik Kamno, the youngster who starts with this game. Still winless in the league, DIBANG United. The only team yet to win a game so far. They've lost 4, drew just 1. Just a point on the board. They drew 1-1 against Namsai on 14th October. The last game they lost to United Kurung FC by 1-2. Enosh Mimi scored the only goal. Capital Complex they beat Suban City and narrow 1-0 margin. And the game before they beat Kamang United 4-0. They scored the most number of goals in a single game this season against Siang Warriors. The only team that gave them some fight was Monyul FC in their opening game, which ended 4-2. A chase on there. Inosh Mimi stood tall. Akash Kino. Good defending. Oh, is he brought down? Is it inside the box or just outside? Looks like it's right on the edge. Marginally in. There would have been a penalty and a yellow card for Nali Gamno. DIBANG United defense in absolute tatters, just falling apart, unable to stop the surge from Capital Complex, not managing to steady the ship. Number 66 on the ball for Capital Complex. Zenko Gadi. Zenko's ball in, the header went over. Rahul Shingpo. Just had to keep it down. What a breakneck beginning for Capital Complex. A win takes them 8 points in the clear compared to the second placed Higa United, who are on 10 points from 6 games. It will be the half a dozen win in a row. Problems for Techi Tatra. Capital Complex, the danger comes from the likes of Vivek Guru Golik time. Hage Sarbo, the deep lying midfielder, creates play, dictates the tempo from deep. And their style is a blend of structured dominance, precise passing, and relentless pressing. A side that really gives opponents time to breathe. DIBANG just relies on the creative spark and energy of Blinson Basumata, the number 21. He could have scored, could have opened the scoring of this game. Had that attempt not been denied by the bar. DIBANG will rely on energy and determination and quick transitions, unable to capitalize on moments. Despite the season's struggles, this is a game as much as a tactical duel as it is showcasing of individual brilliance, but so far it's been a one-way traffic. Resilience and mastery, hunger against poise. Another chance, another goal. The floodgates have opened. And DIBANG are struggling to stop them. 3-0 for Capital Complex. And the keeper looks helpless. John Dye. There it is. There was a diagonal sent forward. Rangy pass from Tautapo. Nineteenth goal of the competition for Capital Complex. On the flip side, DIBANG, they concedes their 12th. Onik time, 4th goal for the youngster in this league. His previous 3 strikes came against Higa. There was a chance, unable to connect. Scored against Young Warriors as well in the second game of the season, and against Kaming. In the last 4 games, he scored 3 goals. When you have such a midfielder of this caliber, and apart from producing, can score, always a blessing in disguise. Oh, this could have been something. Rejoice Tamang. A couple of chances for Dibang United, but both of them half chances. This is a giveaway. Still not managing to make it count. A hasty attempt. Just looking disjointed. Apart from the first few minutes, where they shown some signs of positivity. Now the first goal just opening the lock gate. This is what happens when you take on a side on top. Now the only plan is to make sure you do not concede at least in the first 15-20 minutes. And the more you delay proceedings, the better it is for your side. But an early goal against a tough side can put you in a spot of bother. And that's exactly what has happened. This is exactly what keeper Bharat was looking for. A fast start. Now the A license holder was instrumental in the success of the women's game in the state. It won the junior women's national championship a couple of years ago in Guwahati. One more attack, completely free. Jenko swings one in. The right back steps in and delivers a cross. Rahul Takio. They come away with the ball only momentarily. The centre back pushing forward. Akash Kino. Takio Tradap is toying with Dibang at present. Capital Complex are in Oshbimi. Oh, this is much better. Benson is 1-on-1. Puts it wide for the second time in this game. Ponders a sitter. A golden scoring chance. Beautiful footwork, but the finishing in complete contrast to the work done before. Jinxing past one. Was 1-on-1 with Jagom Loe. Just made himself big. And he puts it wide. The Capital Complex are leaving some gaps in their defense. Both teams, as you can see, with 5 shots each. Just that Capital Complex have made their chances count, which Dibang hasn't. Plenty of options, plenty of red shirts. Past Vivek, falls to Rahul. And blasted over the top. Rahul Singh is hungry for a goal. Yet to open his account in the league. And together the teams that should look to nurture the talents, cultivate ambition and strengthen the footballing fabric of the state and ensure that Arunachal continues to grow as a hub for the sport. Now continues to grow in the game with Dorji Siwang. Too much weight on the cross and the knockback is cleared away. Jenko Gadi doesn't like to tinker with his side keeper Bharat. I haven't seen him experiment with his side apart from one game where he inflicted 6 changes in the lineup. It looks like finally he's found a settled playing 11. Rahul. Takyota up and Hage Sarbo. Unlike the last game, this time it wasn't on target. "25 minutes of play gone. It's Dibang United FC nil, Capital Complex FC 3. A brace from Vivek Guru. And the third goal from Onik Thang. There is run offered to his left. Picks out Inosh. Closely marked by Akash. Rejoice Tamang. Tamang goes long. Blinson Basumata loses out to Jenko, who makes that inverted run. Trying to play it through. The pass intercepted. Good ball played in. Blinson Basumata, can he take on Techitatra? Another long range try. It was the hit from Kondo Tayu. Partnering Mohammad Irshad in goal. I see possession 76% for Capital Complex. Speaks volume of the talent, of the pressure they've had in this game. It clearly indicates their dominance. Jenko Gadi. Between the lines, Hage Sarbo. What a ball played forward. And his one-on-one. Past the keeper. Hits the crossbar. Could have squared it up. The number 13. Onik Thang was free in the middle, and that shot might have taken a coat of paint off the bar. Quickly rounds the keeper, went to an angle. Hits the post this time. A deep corner, empty net, cleared off the line. Bicycle kick attempted. Didn't come off. Jenko looking sharp. Chance to shoot. Once more, the offside flag goes up. Jenko Gadi. What a game he's having. Attack-minded fullback. The INL has already begun to leave its mark on the player's career. You talk about Genko, talk about Sarbo. The young talents are experiencing competitive football at a higher level than before, learning to handle pressure, pace, and tactical demands. And every game just providing a platform to showcase their skill, resilience, and footballing intelligence. The win will strengthen their position at the summit. Defeat for Dibang will makes make things more difficult. A 3 points gap already with Kameng United. And now through the middle, Oli Tang driving forward. Corner for Capital Complex. Half an hour's play gone. Team in red and white are leading 0-3. One more quarter remains in this half. Chenko Gadi to take this. Delivered towards the back post, not a bad ball either. Faintest of touch from a blue shirt. Another corner for Capital Complex. Nine chances created. Thorough dominance, only two created by Dibang, and both of them by number 21, Binson Basumata. Clearly no match. Dibang, another ball. Another goal line clearance. This time it's Jumba Tocho. And the keeper was completely beaten. Taotapu to take the corner. Again, it's flat. Interested was Akashkino. Collected by Takyo Dadap. Access denied from that side. Good defending from Blinson Basumata. The players starting to catch eyes of the scouts and coaches, gaining the opportunities that were previously out of reach for many. This exposure is the first step towards state, national, or even professional recognition. The league isn't just a competition, it's a launch pad, turning potential into visible achievement and ambition into tangible progress. The Capital Complex, they look the favourites to win the title. Still a long way to go though. 3 more rounds after this before we conclude the group games and progress to the knockouts. The Capital Complex are sure to be one of the semi-finalists. I'll show you the goals. This was Vivek Guru. Cool and calm. The first goal, then the second. Excellent presence of mind. This is what you call game awareness to beat the offside trap. And a poacher's finish from Olik Time,
यहाँ से मार पता अपने वहाँ से
just
उधर
flicking
जाके यहाँ
it
से हाइट
over the
कितना है
onrushing
वो जो
goalkeeper
उसको उसको
into
करो
the
जो
back
ठीक
of
है
the
वो
net.
ऐसा कुछ करो फिर ऊपर जाने से निकल जाएगा फिर
Inosh
प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा एक काम करो काटी नीचे डाल दो इसको
has lost the ball. Takio, Sarbo got to spot that run on the left, not in real hurry, and rightfully so. Teji wide on the far right. That was speared in, headed away by Irshad. But the pressure continues to hit the Dibang United shows. Jenko confronted by Kondotayu. And finally they get the ball. Dibang United. Meto, the captain. Super pass. Blinson for the third time. How close was that? Could have had his hat trick by now. And the misfortune continues for Dibang in front of goal. Blinson Basumata. Third time not managing to beat Jagom Loi. Misfiring offense and porous defense sums up the evening for Dibang United. Mibodo Irang draws a foul. Three goals for Capital Complex. Dibang United could have scored three as well. If not, at least a couple. Blinson Basumata been the tragic hero of this first half. Rahul, Vivek Guru, five goals for him. One behind the league's high scorer, Alfred Laudwatsong. Five shots on target from Capital Complex. Three on goal. This could be once more. The sixth shot on target. They've only managed to convert half of them. Inosh closed down nicely. Good diagonal covering from Teji Tatra. Dibang United hitting the post once from an acute angle. Blinson Basumata not managing to score twice in the first half. Against a side like Capital Complex, you won't get too many opportunities. You got to make half chances count, but they've had three. that came their way. They don't have the luxury of affording too many missed chances. John died this time with a long clearance. At Dibang United, the struggle continues for them. The struggle for momentum. A rough start has left them rooted to the bottom. And they'll continue to fight, with each game offering a chance to claw back points and build confidence. In this game, the stark contrast, the table tells a story of consistency versus struggle. And yet, football, it always leaves room for surprises. But we aren't having one. As the things went by in the first 40 minutes, one result, one moment can shift the morale, can impact momentum and redefine ambitions. Vivek Gurung this time leading the attack for Capital Complex. Dorji Sewang on the overlap is Tautapu. Driven back across. Hint of handball. Referee waves play on. Nice shimmy. That's cut out. Interception from Techitatra. There was a lot of gap for Jenko. Kondotayu gets a foot in. Sarbo. Olitang. Olitang shoots. Draws a save towards the on-rushing player. Didn't do well enough for John Dye. On the follow through. Nearly. Capital Complex getting their fourth goal. A corner against the run of play for Dibang United. Inosh Mimi, the goal scorer from the previous game. As I've mentioned, only 3 goals scored by Dibang. One apiece by Inosh, Rejoice Thamang and Katim. The two of them starts this one. Third one not in the team though. 4 times they've been offside, Capital Complex. There's a couple of times that Dibang got their offside trap wrong. A couple of times they got it wrong. Capital Complex made them pay for it. Takyo Tadap. Akash. Over the top. There is a player, Vivek Guru. Took up the central position. Well, the cross didn't reach him. They're finding a lot of space down the middle through the wide areas. Allowing them time and space to explore. Even Capital Complex defensively didn't look that tight this evening. In a marathon league like this, you simply can't take teams lightly. That only strike from Blinz and Basumata. Had that been a goal, the story could have been different. Well, physio comes on. Injury to Jenko Gadi. Had a very good first half. Capital Complex in perfect shape. While moving into the attack, 3 minutes additional time. Well, the fans looks quite relaxed. Jenko Gadi likes to attack. A very busy player. And known for his attacking flair. Can keep pinpoint crosses as well. Moves inverted at times. That's what you call a modern day wing back. It's 2-on-1 support arriving, but way too far. Now finds a pass towards Enosh. Man making a run outside him. Had other ideas, Enosh. Should have picked out Kondo Tayu. Rejoice Tamal. Dibang trying to at least find a goal back before the break. Just trying to keep their hopes alive. That is quite an uphill task. Jenko. Clearance coming in this time from Jumba Tacho. Throw in for Capital Complex. Few seconds left in this half. Lovely release. There's a chance, there's a goal! And hard work pays off. The never say die attitude from Dibang United helped them get a goal back before going into the break. A goal that can do their confidence a world of good. Mibodo Irang makes it 1-3. 4 goals already in this half. What a setup from Vincent Basumata. Unable to score, but this time turns provider. Excellent pass. The 4th goal conceded by Capital Complex. The way things panned out, it was quite evident. The goal was inevitable. By the way, Capital Complex who were defending tonight. The score line could have been different. But they were wasteful. Capital Complex accurate, as always in the final third. There goes the whistle from Karba Kambu. It's been quite an interesting half of football. Dibang United, the first 5 minutes made a good start. Then Capital Complex with a quick fire double. And then the third goal from Olik Tyne took the sting out of Dibang United's high tempo. Minutes before halftime, Nibodo Irang reduces the margin and gives Dibang United a glimmer of a chance for a comeback in this game. And now we'll show you the first half in numbers. The weather has been absolutely brilliant in Arunachal today. As the dusk close by, Capital Complex, when they come back after the break, they'll hope they end this on a high. Or will there be some miracle from Dibang United? 72% possession. In terms of shots, both teams pretty close to each other. Only 2 on target from Dibang, 7 of them on target from Capital Complex. And they won 4 corners as well. And Dibang would certainly want to improve those numbers when they come back for the second half. We'll join you shortly. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching the Indrajit Namchi Arunachal League 25-26 live and exclusive on the YouTube channel of INAL. It's match number 28 where the league leaders Capital Complex are taking on the bottom placed DIBANG United FC. And guess what? The league leaders, as expected, are in the lead. DIBANG United just found some momentum going into the break. A goal from Mibedo Iran giving them just a glimmer of hope. The Capital Complex still has a couple of goals cushion as we get ready for the second half. Capital Complex, they looked composed, slightly rattled in defense. The first half offered glimpses of intent, but the second half promises to test character, strategy, and endurance. The battle for supremacy and redemption has resumed, and this 45 could redefine the story of this clash. The Capital Complex FC's dominance isn't accidental. It is built on foundation of a structure, discipline, and consistency. And their players move as a unit, understanding not just their own rules, but the rhythm of the team as a whole. Precision passing, intelligent passing, and clinical finishing define their style. Simply put, Capital Complex combine talent with tactical intelligence and ambition with execution. A formula that has made them the benchmark of the INL this season. And Debang's season has been a tough one, and the reasons are clear. The defensive frailties have cost them dearly. They scored only 4 goals. They've lacked the clinical edge to convert chances into points. Linson Basumata, we saw in the first half a couple of times, failed to score in a crunch situation. Attacking from the far left, Capital Complex. We're a couple of minutes in. Consistency, a big issue. Frequent changes in the lineup and tactical adjustments and limited experience at this level have made it difficult for team to find the rhythm. The mental pressure also compounds every mistake, and the gap between potential and execution has been evident. Agesarbo plays the destroyer role. Has the ability to distribute the ball quite well, but capable of taking those long ranges as well, as and when required. Gets a foot in there. Jumba Tacho. In the event of adversity, Dibang got to show glimpses of fight with the right adjustments, belief, and composure. Vinay Guru sends him That was Dorji Siang with the run. There's every chance they can turn lessons learned into the breakthroughs later in the season. It's been a learning curve this season for them. It's getting difficult to even avoid relegation. The points gap continues to increase. United Kurung on to 6 points. Kameng United are on to 4. They desperately need something of this game. Enosh committing a foul on Akash Kino. Sarbo. Rahul Chingpo just drops down and helps in the link up. Enosh. Tamam. On to Bora. Keeper Bharat side just revised their game plan. Defending now with more focus, more grit, which went slightly missing in the first half. What a ball played forward, Rahul Chingpo. Got Vivek for company. Siwang arrived as well. Great ball played through Vivek Guru, and that's 1-4. Hat-trick for Vivek Guru. His second of the season. His first came against Siang Warriors FC on 9th of October. And in just a couple of weeks' time, he scored another hat-trick. Jointly now on top of the scorers list, shaking hands with Alfred Lardotsang. Both on to 6 goals each. Chance for more, Jenko. Olitang. "20 goals scored by Capital Complex. 6 ahead of Igas 14. The highest margin victory of the season was 5-1 against Siang Warriors. The most number of goals conceded was by DIBANG Warriors this season, 14. Kurung FC and Kameng are joint Second most with 13 each. Corner taken shot. Good curl on it. Another goal. Looks like it's been given as a handball. Just having a field day, running away with this game, aren't they? Sarbo. Roji Siwang. Beautiful through ball. This time is offside. All the time. Inosh maybe. Almost closed down, but still has it. Now holding on. Bora. Ibhan Bora. Good work there from Irshad. On to the number 16. Kamno. Dibang on the attack. Miboda Hirang, the only goal scorer of this game. 4 different goal scorers for Dibang. This was the goal from Vivek. Timed his run to perfection. Never gonna miss those. Was in on goal and completes his hat-trick. Is in fact the highest scorer, on to 7 goals. Scored a goal in the opening game as well against Moniur. Then a hat-trick against Siang Warriors. And 3 here, takes his tally to 7 goals. The numbers it suggests he's currently the highest scorer, leaving behind Alfred Lalwat Sang, who is on to 6 goals. Vivek Guru. He delivers. Jenko creates room for the cross. That's too low. They've turned it around in the second half, Capital Complex. First 15 minutes, they've decided to get a couple more and make things difficult for Dibang. Looked a bit relaxed in the first half. That relaxation somewhat lifted during the break by keeper Bharat. The boys in red means business. There's the change for Dibang United. Speedy Umbre is coming on, the defensive midfielder. Completely outclassed. Dibang United. Vivek. Pretty one-sided in the first quarter of this half. PD Ambre went out of his reach. From the right, Tautapo. Back to Akash. Sarbo. Looking to eat into possession slightly. Dibang. It's 32-68 now. In the second half, the game entirely inside their own half. Plays that 1-2 with Sarbo. Dorji Siwa. Speedy Amre. That's a lovely ball. Towards Metu, the captain. Collected by Jagomloi. Attack continues for Capital Complex. This time it didn't work out. Dibang United still struggling. Continues to uplift their standard in each and every game. The structured approach in the game plan that really inspired a lot of youngsters in the region as well. Just raising the overall standard of the league, Capital Complex, with their gameplay. What a clinical finisher in Vivek Guru, who thrives in high pressure situations. Sarbo. It comes off. Ambre, heavy touch for Olik Tae. Ambre picks his pocket. Out wide for Blinson. Switched wings. Yeah, both Sarbo and Takio Tadap having a wonderful game. Calm and composed. Great positioning. Tapo continues to play high. More involved offensively. Absolutely nothing in terms of going forward from Dibang United in this half so far. Yeah, they've had better exchanges in the first 45. It's just that keeper Bharat studied them. And came with a better game plan in this half, which is why you can see they're struggling to even come out of their half. One more chance. Sarbo pulls it across, kept away by the goalkeeper. John Dye just pushing it away. Very nearly the fifth for Capital Complex. What a ball in from Sarbo. From a set piece. Training ground routine. Nalik Gamno. Benson's cross. Clearance from Akash. Searching for options. Takes the aerial route. Too much on the ball. And Akash Gurung rather was the intended target. Rejoice. And finally decides to come out of their territory. And there you go, the space in behind. Flag went up against Rahul Shingpo. Now the back line of Dibang decides to push up, decides to narrow down the playing area, just trying to have more numbers in attack. PD Amre loses out that battle. Capital Complex will have the Namsai test next on 24th October. And Dibang will have to deal with a very strong Moniul FC side on the 25th. That makes their survival hopes more slimmer. And now driving forward, picking up pace. Good run down there. There's the chance. Good individual run from Blinson Basumatari. Another wasted opportunity from Dibang United. And that was the moment to reduce the margin. Couple of moves from Capital Complex, Tassar and Takar Mengia is coming on. Tassar Mengia and Takar Mengia. A defender and a midfielder comes on. And this was the save from John Dye. Looks like Dibang as well, getting a few changes ready. Here is Tassar. That's far ahead of Takar Mengia. Takar Mengia got onto the score sheet for Capital Complex against Kamang United. Lingi and Lanzi Elo coming on for Dibang. It's been an evening of missed opportunities. Many goals scored, 4 conceded. Well ahead of the rest of the sides. Capital Complex. Win takes them on to 18 points. One of the hot favourites for the title. Even though in the knockouts it's difficult to pick one team. One bad day can end your road. A set piece now for Dibang United. Got to show some more hunger, some more quality. Got to work on their finishing part. Defending has been horrendous in the first 6 games. Leave it for the keeper. Vivek Guru. Heavy touch. Allows the defender Mohammad Irshad to step in. Created 14 chances in this game. Half the number of Dibang United. Such has been their attacking prowess. Just one result possible, not any other. The Capital Complex certainly would want to score a few more. Or can Dibang United get a couple of goals back? Brushed off. Skipper Tatra. Side has been seamless. And the dream run continues. Up the table, another sensational finish. On top of his game. It's all about the technique. It's all about the quality. Vivek Guru. His fourth goal and a 5-star performance from Capital Complex FC. That's class personified. Made it look so simple. The Capital Complex are matching their best scoring tally from the Siang Warriors FC game. It's a similar scoreline now with more than 15 minutes left. Vivek Guru. Easy as they come. That's hard. Eight goals now for Vivek Guru. A couple ahead of Alfred. A remarkable performance. The only player to score 4 goals in a single game this season is Fabil TP. Vivek Guru just matching him. Still time to get one more and surpass him and set a new record in the INAL and become the only player to score 5. Fabil TP of United Kurung FC. They're having a great tournament as well. Overall 5 corners for Capital Complex. Just 1 for Dibang. The next game also going to be very interesting. Kameng will take on Siang Warriors. This result will give Kameng United some sort of a relief. They certainly want to avoid relegation. There's Mr. Kipa, Secretary of the Arunachal Football Association, and also the Treasurer of the All India Football Federation. He's done some excellent work in uplifting the sport in the state. Has given a new dimension to Arunachal football. And these are the goals. Vivek Guru. This was his first. And then the second. Great agility. This was the moment. This is how he completed his hat trick. He's been the standout performer of the night. Was a cross delivered. A hit from long range. That was powerful. A regulation time of just 8 minutes left on the clock. This is already embarrassing for DIBANG United. One more attack. Will there be another goal? This time it's cleared away. Chenko. Three more rounds to go. There's the round of 6. A gift for Vivek. A couple of blue shirts around him. He's gazing for options. A support arrives in the form of Tasad Negia. Sarbo. Chance to shoot. And thankfully no one was following it up. Daniel Guru has been brought on by keeper Bharat. complex. Right back. Totapo. He keeps going. It's half cleared. Tassar. Sarbo. No space for the cross. Not much time left. Oh, there's a gap. Vivek was lurking. Forces a corner. We've been in a fine nick this evening. 11 shots on target for Capital Complex. 5 goals scored. Only 2 on the flip side for Dibang. They've had a few scoring opportunities, especially Blinson Basumata. Without his scoring boots on this evening here. Corner comes in. Daniel Guru. Clearance was ill-directed. PD Amre. Defeat for Dibang, a defeat for Kamang United later in the day will keep them where they are. Dibang will certainly have to pray that there's no miracle, no upset result, and hope that Siang Warriors they beat Kamang United. Changes coming up. Nabam Lopo. And finally, some game time for the centre back. And he gets the captain's armband as well from Katra. Just progressing one game at a time. And that's been Keeper Bharat's strategy. The message is quite simple: not to overthink. Approach the games as they come. And not thinking about the trophy at present. Tayu with the clearance. Idiambre just given them some control. unable to keep that defensive shape intact throughout the game. Since the first 10 minutes, they looked unsettled at the back. Two more changes. Exhausting the changes. INAL Shinpo has been brought on. Just 3 minutes added on. Not much time wasted in this game. We haven't had too many stoppages in this one. The winning streak will continue for Capital Complex. It's going to be their sixth victory in a row. Only back-to-back losses for DIBANG United after a draw in the middle. Even though they started with hat-trick of defeats. And just going back to where they were. Vincent Basumatari neutralized in the second half. Just to one run from the left, and he put on a great ball. Missed by Meto. It will be the second corner kick of this game for DIBANG United. We are just a few seconds away from the full-time whistle. Mibodo Hirang, their goal scorer, into a great area. Stopped on the line. It was a great ball sent in by Hirang. But from the defensive lapses, got to work on their finishing as well. A lot to do in the training for Rocky Ramching, who's worked with the Arunachal, the junior boys, at one point in his career. The B license holder, Vincent Basumatari. And there you go, the full-time whistle. A win for Capital Complex. Half a dozen for them. Reinforces their dominance. And the unbeaten run extended. And that solidifies their position at the summit of the table. And the league now would see why they are the benchmark for excellence this season. Yet another defeat for DIBANG United FC, their fifth of the season. And they remain at the bottom. And full-time scoreline is DIBANG United FC 1, Capital Complex FC 5. And today's player of the match is Vivek Guru for his wonderful hat-trick. Leading scorer of the league as well with 8 goals. Next game coming up is between Siang Warriors FC and Kameng United FC. The Siang Warriors, of course, will be fresh from that victory in the Siang Derby of against FC Iga. So these are the match stats: possession, shots, corners, everything in Capital Complex's favour. They've simply outclassed Dibang United, especially in the second half. Thank you so much for being with us. We join you shortly after a break.